Hey guys and welcome, this is JNM with a new Armory3D and Substance Painter tutorial, and in this one I want to show you how to export the textures and this object here from Substance Painter into Blender and render it with Armory3D. Okay, so let's go ahead and choose Export Textures, and as config I choose PBR Metal Rough. These textures will be exported the base color, roughness, metallic, normal, height and emissive, and I'm going to export into the folder of my Blender project. Alright, we exported the textures and now I'm going to export the object as OBJ. Here you can see I already exported this before, but I save it again. Okay, the next step is to import this into my Armory3D and Blender environment. I prepared a small scene with a few lights, a plane and a camera. And now I go to File, Import, OBJ to import the object. I keep all the settings as they are, select the OBJ file and press Import OBJ. So here we go, it's quite huge, so I will press S and scale it down. And then I apply the scale and adjust the camera. This looks good, and the next step is to open a node editor, select the material and then delete all the nodes except the material output. Okay, now to assign the textures that we exported from Substance Painter, I will add an Armory PBR group and connect it to the output node. Now we can drag in all the textures and connect it to the appropriate slots. First the base color to the base color slot. Then I add the height texture. And for this node and all the other ones that will follow, you have to set the color space to non-color data. Having that set, I speed up a bit, because it's all the same now. You drag in the texture and connect it to the appropriate input. Okay, we are done. You can see this here in the preview render. Everything is connected. And now press F5 to start this with Armory3D to see how this will come out in a game. Okay, quite nice. Now let me show you my rendering settings. I added some post-processing effects. The render path I set to deferred. Then I increased the resolution of the shadow map a bit and I used voxel global illumination. I used screen space ambient occlusion, a little bit of bloom. The tone mapping is set to filmic and I also enabled lens flare. So these are my settings, nothing special. But I want to see how this will look like in the game when the object is moved or rotated. So that's very easy to implement. I will just add a new node tree and I call this rotation NT. Then I add an onUpdate node that is executed on every frame. And I connect this with a node called rotate object. For this I set some example values for the X, Y and Z rotation. And then I go to the Armory trait in the Object tab and assign the node tree. And when I press F5 you can see the result, and I think this looks really decent. So guys, I hope you like these tutorials for the Armory3D engine. I think this is a really promising project. So stay tuned, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to support me and my channel, then think about being my patron, because this would really help me to create more tutorials like this in the future. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one.